Whoa!
Made it.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Do you want to talk about how you connect, what you're running and how everything
Sure.
synchronized to the video as well?
Yeah, so I'm running Ableton, like a lot of people. The video's tricky in Ableton because if you're using Excel view, I can never remember what it's called, but like the Excel like columns thing, you can't play video in it. But there is a really dodgy Max for Live drum rack that plays video, which breaks. So my limited Max for Live skills went in and kind of fixed it and updated it and stuff. But it's flaky and it's like it could go at any moment. But
Adds to the excitement.
it adds to the nervousness and the
Tension.
excitement. So that's all synced to tracks, and the video's obviously put together sort of separately to the track. Then gear-wise, I do everything in the box. Like I have a few synths, but I barely use them. So I use a lot of effects. So all of that stuff is kind of rendered down to playable sort of samples and stuff like that to play the lead parts and all that stuff. And then this has got a bunch of channels for all the different parts mapped, which I rarely use. I mainly only use for the lead line, and then it's got delays and reverbs and some effects, multi-effects on it and stuff. So there's a whole bunch of different things for different tracks that trigger on here. But there's kind of like master stuff on here as well. So like I turned down the bass, and I'm very sorry about deafening everybody. I don't know how I've done it, but that's from the new album, and the whole album's like really chill. I'm mastered at the same LUFS. And that track just absolutely kills. When it gets to the end, it just absolutely kills. And it's like, it's meant to, because of like, okay, so I write soundtrack music for 70s French sci-fi movies that don't exist. And at that point in the movie, they've lost one of their crewmates and they can't find him, and the moment of discovery is kind of that peak of sound. So like it works in the context of the album, but I didn't realize it was going to peak so loud and deafen everybody. I do apologize.
3D surround sound we got right there.
No, it should be mono, really, right? It's like 1970s stuff. But yeah, so that's kind of how it's all put together.
It was a testament to you, because I noticed you're using Ableton, but you're not looking at Ableton. So you've memorized every single clip.
It's just the session's set up so that each track will pick the instrument, and then there's a change selector on that so that it'll change the instrument if it needs to. So basically Ableton is, once it's booted up, I change tracks and trigger samples from here and mix it from here, and it's not on there. So, yeah. Awesome. Thank you. I will...